create a table. Just see on the board. This is a simple table which we have already created in the last class. And just go through the coding once again. Here, as like before, HTML had title. We have written the title of this page and we have closed the title here. Then we have closed the HTML. Then we begin the body and we begin the table tag. With the help of this table tag, we use to create this table. Alright, next, this is a caption tag. With the help of this caption tag, we write a caption of this table. Here the captions which is written here, simple table, we can see here in above of the table. Then we close the caption tag. After that, we begin the TR. With this TR means table row, and table row is used to create a table row. Like here, this is one row. Here, this is the second row, and here, this is the third row. So this row has been created with the help of this TR tag. Next, we have TD tag, and this TH tag. With the help of TH tag, we use to create the table heading. As we have seen that here within this TH open and TH close, we have written name, and this name has been displayed here. That means the data which is written inside this table that is used to write with the help of this TH. Then next TH we have one more here. Then another TH we have here. And this is for the first row. After totally we complete the first row, we will close the TR tag, which we have closed here in this coding. So like this, in the same manner, we are going to create the rows in the table with the help of TR and with the help of TD and TH. What you have to remember is with the help of TH, we are going to write table heading, and with the help of TD, we are going to create a table data. So next by next, we have written the data here like Roshan, then 5, then Kolhapur. So likewise, like this, in the same manner, we are going to complete the table. After totally we complete the table, we will close the table tag, then we will close the body tag, then we will close the HTML tag. So now we have totally completed the table. After completion of this table, we are going to modify this table, a total table, with the help of a CSS. CSS is present in page number 57. You just review the properties of creating a table in page number 57. Let's continue the next. Let's see page number 56. In page number 56, we have some properties like caption size, border spacing, border collapse, empty cell, width and height. These properties of CSS is used to modify the tables. The first property, caption size, we have already known that with the help of caption size, with the help of caption, we have written the caption simple table in the table. But with the help of this caption size, we are going to assign this simple table in which area it is going to be displayed. So in the properties we have two values, that is bottom and top. If you want to apply the caption in the top of the table, then you will write a value top. Here you can see in the other side, in the CSS, we have written a caption side bottom. That means we are displaying our captions in the bottom of the table. The next property, border spacing. Border spacing is used to give a distance between the border. That is the border between the adjacent cells. Like here, this border in the table, the space between these two adjacent border is used to give with the help of border spacing. In the border spacing, you can give with the help of pixel, and the pixel depend upon you. Here in the example, we are using a border spacing with a pixel 2px and 2px. Here 2px means 2 pixel and 2 pixel. 2 pixel for this side and 2 pixel for the other side. And the next property, border collapse, is used to specify whether table border should be collapsed or not. Collapse means the border of this side will be written above another one. That is called border collapse. By default, it is separated, but you can, if you want to collapse, then you can use the property collapse. Next, we have empty cell. Let me suppose inside your table, if you want to display any empty cell, then you can use this property, that is empty cell. Like here, if you want inside your table some empty cell, then you can use this empty cell, and you can display your table with the empty data. That property is used to create a empty cell. Next, you have width. This width property of CSS is used to change the width of the table. That is the breadth of the table. This breadth. Alright. So that breadth, if you want to make a breadth more, then you can use the width property in the CSS. And for the width property, we have two values, that is show and hide. So by default it is show, but if you want to hide the width, then you can hide with the help of property hide. Next, you have hide, the last property of the CSS, and that property of CSS is used to display the height of this table. And if you want to make your table height more, then you can use this property in the CSS. This property also you can apply with the help of pixel, and the pixel depend upon you, like 50%, 100% or 20%. Or you can also write 50 px, 100 px or 200 px. Let's apply the CSS. Here, let's see the coding one more time. HTML, head, and CSS is applied within the head tag. That is head open and head close. We will close the head after the style close. Alright, and CSS we will apply inside the style tag. This style tag we have already learned in class 9. Alright, in the class 9 we have already learned CSS, and the CSS is used with the help of style tag. We have a property here, that is style. We call it attribute of the style, and inside the attribute of this style we will write a value text or CSS. So in this manner we will apply the CSS inside our program. After that, table. This table indicates the CSS will be applied on the table tag. On the table tag, the table here, the whole table, the CSS has been applied. That is for the border. The border of this table will be given with half of px. That is for px. Then solid blue means the border of this table will be blue in color. Next, for the table itself, border spacing. That is 2ps and 2ps, and that border spacing is for this space. This space, this whole space, that is used with the help of border spacing. Next, as we have already learned, caption side. This caption side we use to apply this caption. This is all about the table which has been begun with the second bracket and completed with the second bracket. Next, we apply the CSS on the TH, TD and TR tag. You refer the example which we have learned earlier. In the earlier we write TH for the table heading, TD for the table data and TR for the table row. So this property, whole property we are going to apply for TH, TD and TR. And here also same, that is for border 2 pixel, that is this inside border. That is about the inside border. And solid green for the color of this green, that is it will be displayed in a green color. Next, TD. This TD is only for the table data, and inside this we have a property padding, and that is 15 px. that property, padding property is inside this property, that is the space between the data and the border, that is padding, and this property we will apply only with the TD. And last, when you complete the whole style of this table, then you close the style tag. After that you close the head tag. After that you end your whole program with the closing table, body and HTML. Let's refer this whole program with the help of computers practical. So let's go to the computer screen and practice the table. Now let's type the coding which we have learned theoretically. For that you open the notepad or notepad++ and type the coding which we have learned. Like this, you type the full coding which you have learned in a theoretical and save the file. For saving the file, you go to File, Save As, and write the file name. Here I have written the file name table2020.html and save the file. After saving, let's run the file. For running the file, you go to this Run tab and run with the help of Firefox. Now you can see the output of the program. The output is in this manner. This output is without using CSS. Now you can change the output with the help of CSS in the coding which you have typed earlier. Add the CSS coding in between head open and head close. Here, to add the CSS, we will use a style tag along with the attribute type, and we will write text or CSS. Then as we are applying the CSS upon the table, so we will write table and we will write the attribute which are needed for the table. Suppose here from here up to this. The first one, border, is to change the border, and solid blue is for the border color. Border spacing for the space between the border. Caption side for the position of the captions which we have used. Next, TH, TD and TR. Here in the TH, TD, TR, we are going to change only the border and the border color. Next, TD. In the TD, we are going to give a padding. Padding means the space between the data which we have added in the table. And text align for the alignment of the text which we have used in the table. Now you can see the full coding of the table which we have done. After typing the CSS in between the head open and head close, you save your file one more time with the help of Ctrl and S. After that, you run the program. For that, you go to Run, then run along with the Firefox. Now you can see the output has been changed. The border color, that is solid blue, then the cell color, that is green, which we have used in the CSS coding. You can see here, you can refer one more time, solid blue for the table and green for the TH. You can view the output one more time. See, this is the output, and in the bottom you can see this caption side as we have given in the bottom. As we have already learned how to create the tables by using CSS, now your duty is to read the tricky terms which is present in page number 65 and page number 66 memory wise. Please try to understand the knowledge which is available in the books, and if you have doubt, you can clarify when you come to the school. Thank you.
Stay home, stay safe, do it for self, live for family, live for India, let's make a change of COVID-19. हम होंगे कामयाब। जय हिंद।